Oh my god, Sans, it happened again! You know, I knew it was suspiciously taking a long time to get started. And the amount of free time I had to finish my noodles, or the broth, was very suspicious. Oh my gosh, by golly, how time does fly. I've seen a dragonfly. I've seen a housefly. Well, I've seen all that too. I've seen a peanut stand. I heard a rubber band. I seen an eagle that winked its eye. But I be done sing about everything when I see an elephant fly. So I'm in a very musical mood because, if you can't tell by my voice, and the fact that I'm gonna be blowing my nose every 10 minutes, it's because I'm recovering I'm in the late stage recovery from a cold. A really bad cold that I've had all weekend. Really sore throat, stuffy, couldn't breathe, headache. Really hurt to swallow. So, I've been taking medicine for that, excuse me. So if I step away like I said, every 5 or 10 minutes, to blow my nose, that's why. I don't mean to stream when I sound this gross, but you should have heard me the other day. Oh my lord. Oh my god, now I'm worse. This is what I get for having spicy broth. I'll spare y'all. In that spirit, we set forth for the final countdown. Hang on. Let me warm it up. It's the final countdown. If I blew out your ears or the mic with that kazoo noises, I severely apologize, but I fucking love that meme. You know, it's mental breakdown. It's just... And I have a metal kazoo on my desk for a reason. It brings me joy. And it's the only instrument I can play. Final illustration. The last stretch of I almost said of the game, of the project. Before we completely give up. Now, since this is going to be a full illustration, I am going to take my time with it. And hopefully it turns out really good. Oh, also, real quick, before I forget, I'm gonna tell y'all, today is probably the last day where we have the fall assets up on screen before we get into winter. Which is, I just finished the winter assets the other day. And by the other day, I mean Friday. And I really like how they turned out. I want to use them. And it's December. So I thought, we'll keep it for this project because it's the last... It's the last one. And then we'll move on from here. Might take a short break because I don't really have any, like, anything else to work on. But I think we can, since I was sick this weekend and didn't stream this Friday, I'll make it up to you guys by continuing to stream until next week. Because I like to take at least a short break after I finish a project to, like, revel in the fact that I finished it. So I can actually feel my accomplishment, like, fully. And then I feel more energized to jump back into the fray. Because as soon as we're, like, done with this, I need to get back into the comic. Which is fine. No, this doesn't look right, because she needs to look sad and scared. This just looks mildly worried. I mean, I do have some other things I could be working on, but they're very cringe that, you know, I could, work on stream, just so I can talk about some things and be internet famous for, like, 5 minutes. But I don't want the attention from that fandom. I really don't. Nothing against y'all. I am one of you. Dare I say the name. But most of y'all are crazy. Then again, that's every fandom. I don't know of a single fandom that isn't completely insane. Like, I'm genuinely trying to think of at least one fandom that isn't, you know, like, majority, that is majority sane. I imagine that when I first imagined this art piece, I imagined it to be more like wide-eyed shock as she's reaching back. But when the sketch came out, it looked more like desperation and fear, which I like both, and I'm not sure which one I want to go with vibe-wise, but I think this pain, I think, is more accurate to to the vibe that we're going with. My nose is itchy. My sinuses are clogged. Alright, broski, what is the difference between that eye and this eye? And this one's more wide. Yeah, that works. I want the illusion that she's looking directly at the viewer. Not just back at Rune, but directly at the camera. Like, I want that fourth wall to shatter for one spectacular moment. Still not quite. It should be over here. Nope, still not right. Okay, that's a little better. Yes, yes, okay, yeah. God, I can't wait for this project to be over. Not because I want, like, I'm sick of working on it, even though I kind of am. Because I could, here's the thing, I could have been done with this so much faster. It's just I wanted it to be streamed. Because last time I didn't stream any of the process. And then I made a video talking about the absolute hell I went through trying to get this project done. So I thought, you know what, this time I'll make it easy on myself. I'll just stream the whole thing so I can, air quote, monetize the process a little bit. And it'd be like fun, like learning process as well. Oh my gosh, by golly. I keep forgetting I work so slow on stream because I can't lock the F in, you know? And when I do lock in, I feel a little bit guilty for it. Isn't she supposed to have cuts? Oh my god, that foreshortening actually looks terrible. How do I fix? so coward high, find a rope you can swing on. Say your goodbyes to your lives, to your kingdom. Okay, that looks... How come the sketch it looks fine, but as soon as I draw the line art, it looks poopy? Explain that one to me. Oh well. For the sake of everything, I think it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I think... Yeah. As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna cry. And we'll have... Wednesday will be a little watch party. Maybe. A little shorter stream. Just so the Twitch chat can see what's going on. And then Friday, I think I'll take that Friday off. Maybe. And then post the video. On YouTube. So I think it'll be really fun. It's almost been a year since I've made one of these. Nice. You know what's funny? I should make this video and be finishing it around the same time Casual Geographic just posted a video talking about butterflies and how actually freaky they are. It's like, you know what? What fortuitous circumstances be this? That's kind of the whole... And it's funny, the whole reason I originally chose butterflies as my motif is because they're... If you research into butterflies, they are genuinely terrifying creatures. There's a reason why they represent rebirth and death so much in mythology. It's because they mostly drink blood. Usually the males. I think it's the males. Anyway. But, yeah, it's like, as Casual Geographic called them, butterflies are just mosquitoes in drag. And I genuinely think that is the funniest way to describe one of my favorite flying insects. My other favorite flying insect is, ladybug. Praying mantises are also cool. But I'm not, like, I like to have a favorite animal from each part of the kingdom. Or, like, from each family, if I can't decide from which kingdom. Because, like, the mammal kingdom, my god, there's so much to choose from. Okay, I think that's good on the line art. And then, this is clean enough. I think I'll just move it up here. And then on top of it, I'll have... Oh, what's the color I need? There it is. Hi, Waffles. most racist of yearly traditions. Yay, blackface! Haha, I say sarcastically. Don't get it twisted. Hi, Waffles. Yes, it is December. Next stream, I will be the debut. Maybe next stream or next week. I'm not sure which one I've decided. Will be the debut of my winter assets. But for now, this is the final countdown of the illustrations I'm doing for this project. I'm not exactly sure how I want this final bit to look, so this is gonna be a lot of throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks. It's also snowing here, so that looks too cartoony. Fastest control zero in the West. I think what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this, and then come in with the smudge tool, copy paste, hard light, motion blur, or Gaussian blur. And that'll make a nice effect. So let's try that. Where's my smudge? No, that's the sparkle. Here's the smudge. The schmooze. It's funny how I knew exactly which tradition you were talking about, Waffles, as soon as you said most racist. Because I did do a study on Christmas around the world in different for different countries. It was like, oh, not Christmas per se, but it's like Christmas adjacent holidays. It's just, oh, lovely. Wow. If any of you in the chat don't know what I'm talking about, Waffles, you can correct me on this, but apparently in the Netherlands area, there is a yearly tradition where you have, I don't remember the full holiday, but I do remember this character part of the holiday called the Helper, and it's literally a white person doing blackface. Not just painting themselves brown. No. Black paint, red lips, and they act like a fool. And they are the helper for the main mascot of the holiday. Waffles, correct me if I'm wrong on this one. But yeah, it's would definitely get you canceled in America. This looks like hot garbage. But just give me 1 second, ye of little faith. Hard light, filter, Gaussian blur. Oh, that's 30% a bit much. It's got a soft glow to it. There we go. And then with the background being like that color. Ooh! I'm sorry, Hawk. I didn't mean to wake you. My cat is up on the shelf next to me and she's sleepy. Oh, take me back to the night we met. I had all and then most of you, some and now none of you. Take me back to the night we met. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Take me back to the night we met. Now, I know butterflies naturally are never in the splayed wing position unless they're dead, but since these butterflies also represent a death of sorts, I think I can allow myself to allow it. Allow myself to allow... Oh my god. Sounds like a made-up word with delicious creamy yogurt dessert. Just give it. My diet has gone to shite. Yay. Is it pronounced via or via? Via. How do you pronounce the V's? That looks like garbage. Kind of like... Okay. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that. That looks worse. Nope. I wonder if anyone will catch this, but this piece is a reference to another piece I did on my channel called Butterflies. I wonder if anyone's gonna get that reference. Well, now that I've said it, someone might. Also, I changed the text color for the chat box in preemptive to the winter. to your kingdom. I plan to, usually I don't like taking all stream to work on a single illustration, but this time I won't mind if this illustration takes a full 3 hours, because I want it to be polished. That's polished, but set in an exaggerated tone. That's not what I meant to do. It's not quite the vibe. Hang on, do I still have that old piece that I spec of? Let's see. Rune, old. No, I have a piece called Spooky Butterflies, but that's not the one I'm referring to. Space. Bollocks! Well, it's on my DeviantArt somewhere, so I know it's there. Not too much. I mean, it's pretty close to kind of how I imagined it, so... You know, I think the butterflies might be too much. Even though the butterflies are a very important part of the, ooh, didn't mean to do that. Infection, I guess? Rune infection, AU. The evil butterflies. Maybe if I, when I fill in the rest of Rune, it won't look so bad. Now, actual skin tone or grayscale? I'm thinking grayscale to keep the green being the biggest pop of color. With I could squoze in a little bit. Of color. Hang on. Real quick. I just gotta... The ice thing is still not quite where I want it to be. Yep, there we go. Funny that the green is here. That is an all-consuming darkness, yet it also puts out light. That's... Oh! Ow, my shoulder! Getting that icy hot feel. have an idea, and because I'm mentally ill, I already have an idea for the next, what song I'd use for the next, like, rune script animatic. However, that song is 5 minutes long. So there definitely have to be a lot of cutting out. I'm gonna say which parts to cut out. And then the song, I know what the song immediately after that would be. Which version, though? Because that other song has a lot of versions and covers. Because, hey, it's a darn good song. And B, there's a lot of covers of it, and they're all fire. I mean, the original is good, but it's not quite the vibe, you know? Like, the original sound of it, oh, I love it so much. Especially that video of them performing that song in the rain. Oh my god, purposely being vague. Do this, and then this. That's not the right color at all. Ah, Runeception. There we go. Get out of here. Picasso, I like it. No, that's a bit much. Let's just stick with that. And then this, I'm gonna do that. What is that? Okay, yeah, that's good. That's a bit dark. I am such a genius. You see, y'all see what I did there? What I did there? I took the line art layer, copy pasted, and then added another Gaussian blur. Oh! We're only 53 minutes into this illustration. There's no way we can be done now. And we're not. I'm going to save. You know what? Screw it. I might actually just come out swinging with the natural colors. Oh, actually. Hold up now, let me cook! I put the wrong folder. Extra characters. Old rune. There it is. Shoot. I did add a little bit of purple as like a little nod. No. Shoot, all I have is pictures from the night. Darn. She had boots. Oh well. Okay, maybe this is closer. Yeah, there it is. Oh, excuse me. That's more her natural hair color. Wait, really? No, there we go. That's better. Why do I keep doing that? Man, I'm pink. Well, I don't look as pink on the second monitor, but that second monitor ain't a natural monitor, so we'll just ignore whatever input it gives. I don't have any mouth colors. Oops. There we go. That's more accurate. What? Like, that's why. Completely wrong layer. Brain, this is neither the time nor the place for you to be replaying old cringe high school memories. As you can see, I am quite busy. My brain's saying, oh wow, your neural activity is idled for 2.2 seconds. Here's a cringe memory that you desperately want to forget. Hi, cat. Oh my god, I'm trying to make this illustration look good, but also make it last a full 3 hours, because this is the last stream. We'll be working on this. You know what? I'm not a fan of how this is looking, so we're going to take that. Actually, no, we're going to take that color. Yet under animation, well, vaya con Dios, man. You're gonna need it. Oh, the effects? Well, it's mostly just layering a bunch of different pens. Like, this is the edge pen. This is the edge pen with the smudge tool. This is the sparkle brush. This is also the edge pen. This is the edge pen copy-pasted with the hard light filter. Same with this one. And this is just black. I am not thrilled with how this is turning out, and I'm not sure how to fix it. Maybe if I turn it down there, bring out this bad boy. Set it down to there, and then, no, ooh, that's a little too dark. We bring it up to... No, I still don't like it. Yipperoonie, this is going to last a full 3 hours before I'm satisfied. And even then, I still won't be. Something here is not jiving. Okay, maybe if I copy paste, take this, select from there. What's the color we're going for? That color. Take that. Clip it. Shimmy it that away. And then, oh, are we doing motion? Now that looks a bit much. Me? Ooh, okay, if I move it up some. Just a little bit. And then maybe do... What the hell? Let's do Gaussian blur again. No, that's a bit much. You know what? We'll do 25. Because it's funnier than 24. And then turn it down. Just to add the tiniest bit of glow. Same with... Well, that's that. This layer. Wow. Okay, let's try that again. That was a bit much. I can't zoom in. There we go. Good Gott in Himmel. Maybe this background should be, hang on, let's bring up one of the default backgrounds we had around here. Somewhere, it's around here somewhere. Not that one. Not that one. Oh, it's in 4. Yeah, here we go. Here's one of these. It's just 2 hours fussing over the detail. Yep. Exactly. bastard bitch. There we go. Because in the video, it's gonna zoom out from here. So here, off rip, needs to look good. So that means we need to fix that. Fix this a little bit, since it's a little stark. There we go. Let's turn that off. And what's that one? That one. I got the mint chocolate chip looking There we go. This one also, yeah, gray in the eyes, so we need to fix that. Hold up. No spoilers. Okay, yeah, this is fine. This is some old lore we are drudging in on the channel here. Or not just the channel, just on my internet persona in general. Some old lore. Wait, why was that normal? Oh, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Actually, it kind of does. And I kind of like it as normal. Okay. We're going to be seeing this frame for all of 3 seconds, but if I release this on my DeviantArt as an illustration, or use... Ooh, I could also use it as the thumbnail. Now we're cooking with gas. Is it still snowing? Wait a minute, I gotta pull my sleeves down. It's getting a little chilly in here. this little bit with the line art does make it look softer. And I do like that. It's something I've never tried before. Turn that down a little bit. 70 is good. Yeah, that's good as it is. That's good. That's good. Yeah, that's okay. It adds something. That's good. That's good. That needs to be there. This is good. What? Oh, it's at 100%. Okay, yeah, that's fine. And that's also good. Hard light, 100%. Maybe if I just move it. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that's a little... It makes literally no difference, but I like it. Now the background. Are you... Close. Too pixely. I should just make it a solid color, honestly. Let's go with this color. It darkens it up, but nice. It adds a bluish tint to everything, which supports the green. This hard lighting on Rune is... I mean, I'm not usually a rim lighter. But it just makes everything look like a solid piece. You know, like, how do you rim light hair? You just do that. But it's like, yeah, but what about the individual strands? And I get lost in the sauce. So no, I will not be doing any rim lighting. Unnecessary. Save. Pensive staring. Cinema. Absolute cinema. Maybe just take a little bit off that. That's a little better. That's a little better. That's where the light is coming from. Okay. Now that we've accomplished that, back to pensive staring. Save, and then pensive staring. Once again. Minuscule details. The devil is in the details. I might have overdid it. Overdid it. Okay, that's still pretty good. I don't want to call it too early, but I think we have we got it. It only took me an hour and 30 minutes. And with that final brush stroke, I haven't saved it yet because I'm leaving myself some room to come back and like, oh, but what about this? But I think, yeah. It doesn't even feel real. It'll feel real as soon as I upload it. You know, as soon as I save it and then upload it into my editing program, then it will feel real. But, oh my. It took us how long? Let me look back at my calendar. Did you hear the way I said that? I said calendar. What the hell? Am I from Minnesota? From November 12th to December 1st. That is a good chunk of time. That is almost 3 weeks. 3 weeks of, we'll say like half time, because there are some days where I didn't work on it at all, not including the weekends. And there were days where I just went ham and worked on it for 8 hours straight. Not on stream, obviously. If I ever do an 8-hour stream again... Well, I can't even say again, because that last stream was 10 hours. If I ever do that again, assume I am... assume it's a cry for help. Because... oh my god, that was so painful the next day. Oh my lord. As soon as I am as soon as I export the final video, I am drinking a tall glass of that alcoholic eggnog we have in the fridge. I could use some whiskey. Good golly, Miss Molly. Hey, Hawk. Hey, pretty kitty. What you looking at? So I'm just sitting back in awe of the fact that that was it. I remember there was this other project where I finished the first full illustration of a piece for a different video, and oh my god, I sat back and cried. Not because it took me so long to complete, but because I had fully encapsulated the raw emotion that I wanted for that illustration. And that is like the first time I'd ever done that, and thank goodness it was that piece, because oh my goodness, that was an emotional, very emotional scene I was working on. I've talked about it on stream before, or on videos. Yeah, it was a video where I talked about it. Anyway. Oh, next stream might be a watch party / nothing burger, because it's going to be, it's gonna get a copyright strike. I know that for sure. I know that now, that the video is gonna get a lot of views. I'm not gonna make a penny off of it, but good exposure. Because, actually, if I post the video Thursday, and then stream Friday, that might be good for numbers. But I don't have anything to stream. And I just got over a cold, so there's no way I'm going to be doing a just talking stream. Because the last just talking stream I did where I was talking about my, what was I talking about? I was talking for a good long while about, art projects and whatnot. Yeah. It was for, the Jewish New Year, for Rosh Hashanah. I was talking about my past projects, and the ones I was proud of, the ones I weren't proud of, you know. That stream was pretty chaotic. But it was really fun. My voice hurt so much after that. And I didn't even have a cold then. Oh, excuse me. I do have a cold now. So there's no way in hell I'm going to be doing that. So, I mean, we could go through... You know what? No. I'm going to bring up all the thumbnails. The intro. With the trees. Title card. Pan down, which took 5 years to make. Funnily enough, the riverbank animation took less time than the stupid pan down with the trees. Riverwalk cycle, which was its own stream. That was really fun. Is done. Now verse 1. I am not the only traveler. Pan down who has not. That is done. Repaid his debt. Hair flip. I've been searching for a trail, hello cat, to follow. Again. Take me back to the night we met. Verse 1 is done. Verse 2, which honestly wasn't that hard by itself. Not a lot of ambition was done for verse 2. Except maybe this animation cycle. But even this was really easy to do. The fight scene animation was so much easier than the lip syncing. Oh my god. And I think the fight scene turned out a little bit better. I know my honest to goodness opinion. Alright. Let's take this blue. This full illustration is done. It's right here. The final product. The chorus, which took a long time to do, actually, is done. You guys will get to see it in the video. Which, honestly, because y'all have been with me on the stream, I will throw y'all a bone. You guys will get to watch it early. This Wednesday, we will watch the video. Now, that part of the VOD will be demonetized. It'll be muted when it comes out. I know that for certain. But this Wednesday, watch party. For sure. We're doing it. We're going to be watching it on the computer, not on YouTube. Well, maybe if I upload it to YouTube and then we'll watch the unlisted version. I don't know. In this outro, which I did completely off stream, I think is done. I have not uploaded, I have not edited yet. But yeah. The bones of the video, they're done. All I need to do is upload and finish the outro and do a credit sequence. That's all I need to do. That is just wild to me. 3 weeks gave us 2 minutes of very simple movement. But hey, that's 2 minutes of awesomeness, if I do say so myself. Are we still live? Yeah. I get so paranoid about my computer saying it's live when it's not, because I've had streams crash on me before. It was not fun. I'm not gonna drink the coffee because I'm fine. I'm going to drink this 7-Up Shirley Temple because I can. And Shirley Temple is just pomegranate and cherry, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna drink this sody. Cheers to a job well done. Oh my god, that is so good. Excuse me, that burp was stuck in my throat. Oh man. I think I promised somewhere back on YouTube that I'd never be drunk on stream. Or that I'd never drink alcohol on stream. No matter how much of, like, I had plans to do that. But I don't think I will. Maybe if we're doing a just chatting. Or for, like, a celebration. Like, we are 4 followers away. Technically 8 followers. No. 9. Thereabouts. 9 followers away from getting a Twitch affiliate. Or at the very least, qualifying for it. Because what we also need is 3 unique chatters typing in chat at the same time. Consistently. And then, yeah. That's definitely going to be something worth celebrating. And that eggnog whiskey is definitely it's just going to be me drinking it. I'm the only alcoholic of my family in the house. My brother brought it. And it is good stuff. Honestly, I only have it in the fridge because of eggnog. And I don't want that to go bad. But it's going to be only me drinking it, because no, my dad really hates alcohol. He like hates having it in the house. My sister just hates alcohol in general, flavor wise. My mom is a teacher, so I don't think she is allowed to drink, and even then she doesn't really drink anyway. Maybe a soju here and there, but never enough to like feel anything. And also she's got a high alcohol tolerance. I don't. I'm a lightweight. I feel it instantly. So that eggnog might be in there for a while. Anyway, and I'm definitely gonna drink it as soon as I finish that video. Oh my god. It might just be me talking to myself for the rest of the stream, because I mean, I don't want it to end at only an hour and 40 minutes. Once we hit the 2-hour mark, then I'll consider ending the stream. But just so that we have some intrigue and some movement, I'll pick out some of my favorite frames, and then we can revisit these. Okay, I like this one. We can revisit these frames in the watch party. Close that. Cancel. Now. Close. Yes, save. Favorite frame from each verse. There's a lot of these things are separate, are layered out separately, so it's gonna be hard to pick. I'm only picking this image from verse 1 because of how the illustration itself turned out, like the grays and the texturing. The coloring's still a little messy, but this is when I was like still getting into the groove of how I wanted it to look. So that one looks really nice. Now, verse 2. I think, yeah, this one. This one I just like. I just think it's neat. Verse 3, I think we're already looking at it. Now, chorus. Now that one's layered to hell, but I do like, I'm gonna show you guys this. Oh, actually, that one, I'm gonna pick 2. I'm gonna pick this one from verse 4, from the chorus, because I just really like the split-second image. And I'm also gonna pick this one, because the themes of this one are really just, oof, they hit home for me. And when I was writing the script for that bit, for the whole chorus, I was bawling my eyes out. And the outro, well, that one's mostly layered. And that's not really spoilers, but I'm gonna keep that one secret. It's a secret. Oh, for the chorus, I'm gonna pull this one, because if we go in here, if it was real, oh, it's not quite where she should be. I was trying to make it to where, when Rune slides in to save her past self, where she lands is exactly where her past self would have been to hold her, to hug her. But it wasn't real, so she felt just shy of it. That's what I wanted. Anyway, but then she would have been, like, off-center viewing. Like, you need, things to be centered, so the viewer's eye can just focus on one point, but still see everything. So when, oh, flashbang, when these two scenes happen, they don't overlay perfectly, but they're both perfectly centered. You see? Oh, goodness. Oh, ramen. Now this, oh my god. Let's see this on the bit. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. This, I love so much. I'm actually going to talk more about all of these frames. Maybe for the watch party, I'm going to like talk about my favorite parts. Ask you guys what your favorite part is. If anyone shoes it. But this bit in the script made me cry. Because, and I don't know if it reads well here, but they're both supposed to be slouched and hollowed out, mirroring each other's, like, the tree is supposed to represent Rune on a metaphorical standpoint, that it's abandoned, gnarled, and hollow. Like, there's nothing left of her, and it's kind of the tree's fault, but if the tree is Rune, that means she did this to herself. So she's got nothing to blame but herself, which is why she screams I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but gets too choked up, haunted by the ghost of you. Now, in the original story, I think the ghost is supposed to be some romantic partner, but in this music video, the ghost that haunts Rune is Rune. It's her past self that still haunts her, because she failed herself, and she couldn't save herself then. So, in this moment, excuse me for crying, she became the person who was strong enough to save her. Because there's this quote, I don't know who originated it, but apparently it's from, like, women's social media. So it's really corny, but also deep if you really think about it. And it's something to the effect of, you become the woman your younger self would have run to for protection. And that is kind of what inspired this whole project. And it's not only what I think of when I listen to the song The Night We Met by Lord Huron, because that's just a beautiful song by itself, but for this specific series and for this specific music video, that's what it means. I just like this scene also because the formatting and colors. I like the textures on this one, how bright and colorful, kind of desaturated everything is, and as the music video progresses, things slowly get more saturated until they're oversaturated, and then it's back to grayscale. And this one was just fun. I listened to a lot of creepypasta while working on these art pieces. This one I was listening to, this one took me like 3 videos, where it was something about a moon base that got attacked by aliens that speak through the radio and make you kill yourself. That one was cool. And this one also was another moon-based one, where it turns out the guy was sent up, maybe not to the moon, but it was in an isolation chamber, and he didn't realize everyone, including his family, was androids. Which was awesome. The ending was kind of corny. The way, like, before, it's like, and before the transmission cut out, they didn't realize it. Do you think he finally realized his family wasn't even real in the end? It's like, oh, no! Oh! Ooh! Oh! It was me the whole time! You know, type, ending. But it was funny. Anyway. It's final stream / recap before we do the watch party. Because on the watch party, I think it's just gonna have the video on repeat while me screaming about how I hate editing. Honestly, that could just be a video. Man, I'm so stuffy. Not just from crying and my cold, but also carbonation makes me really stuffy. Excuse me for a moment. I think I'm gonna have that quote at the end of the video. It'll be corny and maybe ruin the mood, but I thought it was deep, and I liked it. So, fuck you. Oh god, I'm drinking a 7-Up Shirley Temple, but then when I burp, it's ramen, and it's not nice. Because I'm giving that carbonation aftertaste with coffee, also with the ramen, and the flavor is nasty, but the burping does feel nice in my chest. Loosens everything up. We are closing in on the 2-hour mark, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Because my body's about ready to give out, and I want this project done. But I want it done right. No. So I won't rush anything. But alright, we're gonna witness it here. Actually, let's witness it in full, shall we? Save as. Hey. Save as. Finished files. PNG. Let's click that one. Save. Yes, replace it. Layer. Do you wish to proceed? Transparent. Boom! The final illustration for RuneScript OC Animatic Part 2, The Night We Met by Lord Huron, is done. The only thing left to do is to finish the editing, which I can do today. And then tomorrow, my sister wants to watch Lord of the Rings Extended Edition with me. Or Over the Garden Wall. Either one. But then this 3-week journey will come to a close. Wednesday is just going to be silly fun time. Thursday, the video will go up. And then Friday, who knows what'll happen. Because it ain't Friday yet. It is Monday. I am genuinely at a loss for words. Because I love doing these projects. Don't get me wrong. Despite the amount of bitching and moaning and complaining that I do on the regular when it comes to these sort of projects, it's not out of malice. And it's not out of laziness. It is out of love for the craft, but also wrestling with the limitations of the flesh. Mentally, I love doing all of this. But physically, it is quite taxing on my body. Because, and it's completely my fault, I put myself through the ringer doing these live streams, and I'm not even like doing crazy stunts. I'm just doing illustration for like 6 hours on end with minimal breaks, minimal stretching. My diet is mostly instant ramen and Monster, even though I live with my parents because I'm a fucking college kid, I guess. But hey, I do this for you. I do it for her, that is to say, I'll do it for him, and I do it for me. In that spirit, I'm gonna sign off here. Stay tuned for the next stream. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, or just have it bookmarked for when this video comes out, and then you can immediately unsubscribe afterward. You know what, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want, I can't tell you what to do. Oh my god. You know what, I need whiskey, I'm getting it right now.